So big arguments to me happen because maybe things haven't been talked about. And one or the other is like letting it build inside. And so I remember when you and I would have like maybe these big arguments like twice a year, and I would be like, yes, it's happened. We can talk about this. And EJ's in tears. And like, this was really hard to get to because you had that avoidant style attachment. And I was always like, I need this and I need this. And here's what I'm like frustrated about. And I had this voice constantly, and you were avoidant. And so again, it would like build up and build up. And then we'd have this like massive blowout. And then I would feel so relieved and so much more connected to you because we were able to like, you were able to soften, and whether it was be vulnerable, but yeah. And now you're getting better and better at it. And so again, like looking at that individual piece, like, do I avoid conflict? Because if I avoid conflict, your partner probably feels confused by your needs or what's going on for you internally. I know I felt that way. And so the more you're able to express your needs and frustrations weekly, daily, it doesn't build up. It doesn't lead to the big explosion. And then I also remember I would feel this sense of relief and like, oh my gosh, so close to you. Like, oh, let's go like watch a show together or something. And you would take a couple of days.
Like I'd like a hangover from it.
Yes. And so I would just want to bring in this piece that everybody's going to have a different process right? Because the idea is, how do we come back together after a big fight? I was like, let's snuggle, love you, feel so close. You're like deer in the headlights for 2 days.
So that, I mean, that's a great intervention that we could offer this couple, is saying, could you guys have a discussion about how both of you recover, or what happens in the hours and days after a conflict? Could you have a discussion and sort of do a little bit of a, Monday morning quarterback autopsy of autopsy might be the wrong word. But could you have a discussion about what are the patterns after the conflict so that you can understand each other better? Cause like Tara said, like our understanding is sometimes after those conflicts, when she comes back, she feels closer. Sometimes after those conflicts, I feel sort of numb and checked out. And if we're not careful, that could then re-agitate us, where she comes back and is like, oh, okay, we had that, let's connect. And I could be like, oh, let's not connect. And then that could reignite us. And so could you as a couple have a discussion about how each of you react afterwards and ways you might be able to sort of patch? Because I know personally what I need to do after conflict is I need to be like, okay, I can't go into a shell. I can't back off into a cave.
That was like so significant, because when you would come back, that made me feel so happy.